In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So to realize digital cash, you need a payment network with accounts, balances, and transactions. But one major problem every payment network has to solve is how to prevent double spending, as in to prevent one entity from spending the same amount twice. And as we discussed yesterday, today this is done by a central server who keeps records of all the balances. But in a decentralized network, you don't have this server. So you need every single entity of the network to do this job. Every peer on the network needs to have a full list of all the transactions to check if a future transaction is valid or was an attempt to double spend. Now the question is how do these entities keep a consensus about all the records? If the peers on the network disagree about one single minor balance, everything then breaks. They need absolute consensus. Okay, picture this. Aaron gives 10 tokens to me, Lauren. That transaction then is broadcast to the network, sent from one peer to every other peer, and after a specific amount of time, the transaction gets confirmed. Now, only miners can confirm transactions. It's their job to in the cryptocurrency network. They take transactions, stamp them as legitimate, and then spread them in the network. After a transaction is confirmed by a miner, every node has to add it to its database and become part of the blockchain. For this job, the miners are rewarded with cryptocurrency. Now, anybody can be a miner. They just need to use some of their computer's power to qualify for the task. This is called proof of work. Hold on to that concept if you can. Every miner competes to solve a cryptographic puzzle. After finding a solution, a miner can confirm the transaction and add it to the blockchain. As an incentive, they receive a payment from the network in the form of cryptocurrency. In this way, a network of independent actors are economically incentivized to maintain the legitimacy of the transaction history. Think of it as this. The problem is, how do we maintain integrity and consensus across the independent and potentially malicious actors? The solution is to offer cryptocurrency as a monetary incentive to anyone willing to keep the network secure. That's essentially the gist of it. A big problem in all of this is what we call proof of work. How much energy is required. So tomorrow, we'll talk about something called proof of stake. Stay tuned.